One thing you're gonna get asked a lot while you're in Japan is, what's your blood type? And it kind of gets old after a while, but it got me thinking, why do Japanese people really care so much about blood type, and is it really that important? So I interviewed Tommy to kind of give us some insight. Let's get right to it. Today I wanted to talk about superstition in Japan.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, usually when I talk to new Japanese people, a lot of people always ask me about blood type and,
Yeah.
what's my sign and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why do Japanese really care about such things so much?
Well, we use blood types for topics, but it does not mean we are so serious about it. It's like a greeting.
Okay.
Greeting. Well, I researched it. I found something interesting. It's before World War II, Japanese army researched the blood type.
Interesting.
Yes, because they thought, well, if they can classify people depending on the personality, it may be effective. Yeah. Well, if blood type A is more combative, if blood type O is more suited for office work. Well,
Makes
but
sense.
as they researched it, they soon find out they have nothing to do with the personality. Yeah, so they never talked about it. But the people's idea about the personality and blood type just stayed there quietly. And back in the 1970s, I guess, one writer wrote a book about blood type, and they became a really big hit. Many people started to talk about blood type again.
Okay.
Right. So everybody started saying, hey, what's your blood type? What's your blood type? It was just like, it's good weather, isn't it? Yes. So people casually ask blood type, and there's a kind of stereotype thinking, like a blood type B is more selfish.
Yeah.
Like a blood type AB is more double personality. Things like that. But no.
Okay.
Okay, nothing like that. People are not so serious, but they think it's kind of funny and a good way to start talking. So they anyway ask questions like what's your blood type, but they are not so serious about it.
Okay. So it's more of an icebreaker.
Right, that's right.
Interesting.
So I think Westerners ask about star signs more, right? But they're not so serious, right?
Yeah, I guess it depends. I mean, sometimes you'll have people who are really woo-woo and into the star signs. They say, oh, you're a Cancer, so your destiny goes here.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not known.
Right. Well, it's like that. It's not so serious.
It's crazy, though, that the blood type thing started from a misconception in a World War study. That's crazy.
It's crazy, but they realized it is not important.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah.
What about, things like avoiding bad luck? In America, we, for example, have the superstition, if you break a mirror, that's 7 years bad luck. It's kind of a joke that kids tell each other.
Yeah.
What do Japanese people do?
Well, surprisingly many young people know Japanese old superstitions. Maybe they hear from their parents or grandparents,
Okay.
but they're not so serious about it. There are some superstitions like, if you go to a funeral, the family gives the people who attend the funerals a small packet of salt.
Huh.
Salt. They believe that salt has the power to purify the evil spirit.
Okay.
Well, when you attend the funeral, your body, your soul gets dirty with evil spirits.
Okay.
And when the funeral is finished, when you go home, before you enter your house, you're supposed to sprinkle salt over your body.
Yeah.
Well, people are not so serious about it, but some people do it.
Okay.
I was so surprised to see my wife do it.
Really?
Yes, that's right. But I think some young people, like college students, might do it. Maybe because their parents do it, their grandparents do it.
It's a tradition.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Have you ever done it?
No, I've never done it.
You just...
I use the salt for cooking.
Yeah, cooking. Yeah.
Yes.
In America, they kind of have a similar sort of thing. I forgot where it comes from. Maybe Catholicism, but yeah, they kind of have the same salt thing. You throw it behind your back or whatever
really?
to ward off evil spirits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, another one. When people see the hearse, the funeral car,
Yeah.
people try to hide their thumbs like this.
Their thumbs.
Yeah.
What?
Do you know the name of this finger in Japanese?
Oyayubi.
Oyayubi. Oya means parents.
Ah.
Well, protecting your parents from death.
Oh, that's cool.
It's cool.
I didn't know that.
Didn't know?
Huh.
Well, Well, it's a ridiculous thing, but,
Yeah, yeah.
but some people do it. Some people do it.
Huh.
And another thing is that when you see a cup of tea, and if you see a small piece of stalk
Yeah.
floating upright, it's a good luck sign.
Really? Why?
Well, maybe because it is rare.
Okay.
Rare, yes, I think. But, well, people are not so serious about it, but
Yeah.
they feel happy when they see it.
Kind of like a four-leaf clover.
Yeah, that's right. That's something like that.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I think there are many, and I think you'll be surprised to learn that many young people know about that kind of thing. Yes.
One thing I thought was interesting with one of my students, it was in a lesson, we talked about wedding ceremonies and how in Japan, I guess you're not supposed to say something
That's
related
right.
with four because four,
Yeah.
she
Yes.
means also death.
That's right.
What's with that?
She means death.
Okay.
It is number 4, and death is like a homonym. Yeah? Okay, so you're not supposed to say that kind of bad word in a happy ceremony like that. And 9 also. Do you know what 9 pronounces? Q. Another way.
Yeah.
Suffering.
So-
Ku means
suffering.
Okay, she and Ku are bad numbers. But people are not so serious about it.
Okay.
Yes. And there are some words which you are not supposed to say in wedding ceremonies.
Okay.
Like when they cut the cake.
Yeah.
Cut the cake. Cut is kill. Kiru.
Kiru.
Yeah. Kiru. But kiru. Well, they don't want to, cut the relationship. Yeah. So instead of saying kiru, they say nyuto.
Nyuto.
Put the knife into the cake.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They're just very careful with their words.
Right.
Do they really believe that words have a very strong sort of magical property to them, that it'll really affect our livelihood?
No, but because it became so traditional, if the announcer or the MC mistakenly use the word like kiru, I think people would be offended. People would be really angry.
Okay. The student I was talking to was from Taiwan, and she said in Taiwanese weddings, usually you give the wedded people getting married money as a gift, and they are careful not to give them a number that can be divided evenly in two. So they should give them like 1,500 yen, or that's really low, but $150 for example, because if you split it, it's 75, and that's kind of not easy to do. You have to first get a $50 bill and then a 20 and then a 5, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. So it means that they'll I guess work harder to keeping the marriage together. Whereas if you gave them $200, it's easily divided into two $100 bills. So that means that the marriage will be divided easily.
That's right.
Does Japan have something similar?
Well, for giving money in the same way, well, we like even number, like 1万円、3万円、5万円 instead of 2万円、4万円、6万円。Well, odd numbers better. Odd numbers better.
Okay.
But people are not so worried
They
about
don't really
it.
care.
No, they don't care.
Okay. Why do you think people believe in things like spirits or power stones, or do people still believe in that?
Well, traditionally, Japanese have believed that everything has kind of souls and spirits. That's kind of pantheist feeling. Well, you say people believe that like big mountains or big rock or the tree or the river has a soul.
Yeah.
Well, that's the traditional thinking. So I'm not surprised if some people say that this stone has a kind of special power. But I don't believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe it. But it is a trend. It is many people believe that way. Have you seen the movie called Spirited Away?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, so it's based on Japanese thinking that many things in the nature have the spirits, and if you do something bad to the nature, they get angry and they give you punishment, like a flooding and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know, like in Japan, I can always see like Power Stone shops, crystal shops and stuff. Do people usually just buy it for more of a decoration kind of thing, or similar to what we talked about with the BloodType? It's just more of a fun thing.
Yeah. People are not so serious about it. Yeah, but they enjoy visiting those stores, and they want to talk about it to their parents and friends. I just bought this, I bought that. And it's for fun.
Okay. Just entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment. Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Do you think Japanese people are generally spiritual?
Well, we have that tradition, but the people are getting away from belief or religions, and even, I mean, either old or new, religious groups are suffering the loss of members. Many, the members are decreasing.
Mm.
So people don't even attend ceremonies or rituals. So it's really difficult for temples to keep their business.
Okay.
Yes. So I think we are really staying away from them. But I think it's kind of inevitable. Eh? Well, I think it is happening in many parts of the world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
In
right.
America too.
Yes. So, but I want to respect. I want to admire the achievements of people who lived in the past, like ancestors' great work and great invention, and they all pass down to us, and we give thanks to them. Well, if we people have that kind of thinking, I think it is okay. Well, we don't really have to attend traditional ceremonies.
Okay. Cool. Any, I guess, last final comments or anything?
Well, there are traditions and cultures which we want to keep, but we are not so serious about it. And if we explain, we can understand each other, and it can be great topics. So let's share the information and have fun communicating.
Yeah. Even if you don't believe it, just talk about it.
Right.
It might break the ice.
Right.
Cool. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Tommy.
Thank
One last thing. Please check out Tommy's channel if you want to see some videos of him interviewing me about Western culture. I definitely appreciate your time. If you have any ideas for future videos, definitely leave a comment down below, and I look forward to seeing you guys later. Have a good day. Peace.